Hello and welcome to our last lesson for Key Question 4, Life During Wartime, of Depression, War and Recovery, 1930 to 1951. Today we are going to be looking at the role of women in World War II. So, what I would like you to do to start with is have a little look at this cartoon from World War II. Just a good afternoon's work, and have a look at what's going on and what is the purpose of it. Why is it being made? What is it? What's up? Okay, so 30 seconds, stop and have a think, make some notes. Pause the video perhaps. So hopefully you've worked out this is a woman slapping Hitler. This is what a woman can do. Women can stop Hitler. Women can take up the challenge and go to work on the home front in all different jobs, and they can help to stop Hitler. Okay. Lots of women were conscripted. Lots of women were sent to work in different places. Okay. Germany actually did this really, really late, and one of the reasons historians have argued that Britain won the war is because the amount of women that actually went to work. Hitler had pushed this idea that women need to be in the home, women need to be in the house, women are the childbearers, women are the centre of the family. So when he then needed women to go to work, they didn't, because they were confused as to why he would need them to go to work when they're supposed to be at home with the kids. So that's one of the reasons that Britain won and that Germany actually started to lose, okay? Not the main reason, but one of the reasons, okay? So we're going to look at the contribution of women to the war effort. Now, I want you to watch this YouTube video to start with. I want you to watch it. I want you to click on the link because I can't watch it here. I want you to click on the link and I just want you to watch it up to 2 minutes and 27. And I want you to write down as many jobs that you can see in this video that women are doing, okay? So as many jobs you can find that women do. So pause the video and get that done for me. So hopefully you've done that now and you've noted the jobs that you can see. So there were 7 million plus women in war work at the peak of the Second World War. 3,200 in special operations executives, okay, so in the armed forces. Over 1 million people in the Women's Volunteer Service. 212,500 in the Auxiliary Territorial Service. 80,000 in the Women's Land Army. 180,300 in the Women's Auxiliary Air Force. Nearly 2 million in the medical and chemical industry, so working in the factories. 74,000 in the naval service, okay? Lots and lots of women in services like this. Now, when they were in the auxiliary services, they worked as typists, they worked as cooks, they worked, they weren't obviously allowed to go into combat. Some of them did work as spies, some rare ones, but they did a lot of mechanics work, okay? The Queen actually was a car mechanic during the Second World War. She went off to be a car mechanic and actually apparently is still very good with it now. So it doesn't matter who you were, all women conscripted to go, okay? Now what I want you to do is I've given you an information sheet full of information about how women contributed to World War II, of all the jobs they did and what they did and how it was all set up. And I want you to read the information sheet, which is attached with this PowerPoint, and I want you to answer the questions, okay? So use all that information and answer the questions, okay? Now, I'm going to pause the video so that you can do that. So once you've done that, what I want you to do to end is use that information sheet to tell me how significant women were during the war effort. Now, we did this last lesson. Now, for this question, you need 3 good reasons expanded. What did women do that made them significant to the war effort? Now, when you get a question like this, if it says how significant, it means it was significant. There's no to what extent, it was significant, okay? So 3 reasons expanded as to why women were significant during World War II. So you've got key information, okay, 4 marks for detailed understanding there, and 8 marks for fully explains the issue with clear focus set with appropriate historical context, meaning you're explaining why. Don't just describe what they did, why were they important? They did this and this was important because. They did this and this was important because. So they were in the Land Army, why was that important? They were in the auxiliary forces, why was that important? They worked in the factories, why was that important? Okay? And once you've done that, I want you to do this as homework. So on BBC Teach Here, there is in her own words stories that have taken information from women's own experiences. Okay, it's actually women talking about their own experiences. I want you to have a read of them and take notes on their different experiences. Okay, and once you've done that, we are done. Thank you very much.